Day 9 diary, and it's already late, as you can see. I'm standing outside having a cigarette. It is well windy today, man. Ridiculous. I don't know if you can hear it. It's the windiest day of the year. I have no plans today. I have worked solid. We went to the estate agent this morning, took in the forms that we needed to try and get this house sorted. That's pretty much it. This is a good video diary, man. So being that I haven't really got any plans today, I thought I would tell you a little bit about myself. Being as, you know, you're watching these video diaries, or maybe someone is somewhere. So I thought I should tell you a bit about my background, because I've just assumed that everybody knows who I am. Not that it's really important, it's just that I've got nothing else to do. So, I'm 35, and it must be 11 years, I reckon. It's coming up to 11 years since my first episode of a panic attack. And ever since that day, it's just gradually, or I suppose it did gradually get worse until I was fully housebound. We moved into a little flat, me and my wife, just when we'd had the little one, the fussy kid. So we were living there. We lived there for about 2 years, and that was where I was housebound, or flatbound. It just became so bad that, I don't know, it was lucky that we were in a flat, let's put it that way. We were a ground floor, because I don't reckon I could have made stairs back then. That's how crazy ridiculous it was. I would go from like bedroom to lounge, and that was pretty much the journey that I made on a daily basis, say. And that was as far as it went. And from that period, I used to use the computer a lot back then. I didn't work. I was out of work at the time, I think. And it was just a case of seeing other people on the net talking about the way that they felt and the restrictions that they had on their lives that made me want to do something, to not just be stuck in that rut. So I used a few websites, forums, stuff like that, and then made a little circle of friends, and we all used YouTube, and that was where the videos started for me way back. I don't know, it was probably about 6 years ago, something like that. And I just started filming myself going out the door, you know, putting myself into situations that I knew were going to make me panic and have severe anxiety. So I remember starting off, I was just walking to a post box, and I've mentioned this before. So I'd walk to the post box, and the first time that I did it, the video is actually on YouTube, in the videos associated with this account. If you go back, you'll see them. And I was a mess. I was really, really anxious before I did it. I weren't too bad when I did it, but it was like, the anticipation was incredible. But we'd moved again at that point, so I'd already sort of got over that initial housebound, the fear. So yeah, I just started increasing that radius and the comfort zone, and just making an effort to do something every day. Kind of like what I'm doing at the moment, except I'm not doing it today. But, you know, a similar sort of thing where I put myself in positions that I know are going to make me feel anxious, because I know that on the other side of it is a better place. So that's what I did. I started doing that, and I did it every day for a week, and by the end of the week, that walk to that post box had just become almost normal. So I'd erased that fear of leaving the house and walking alone, albeit 100 yards, 200 yards up the road. And then I just made it a step further and went to the local shop and did that. So not only was I walking on my own, I was actually going into a shop on my own and queuing on my own, which may sound trivial, and it does sound trivial to me now knowing where I am. Although I still have boundaries, but that's what I'm trying to work on with this diary, with, you know, my life. The reason that I'm telling you this is because I have to do something for day 9 for the diary. So that's why I'm telling you this, because I'm not going anywhere. I've worked all day. I have been out earlier, like I said, we went to the estate agents, got the forms to fill out, we've took those back, and that's pretty much as far as it's gone. So day 9, a bit about me. And that's pretty much where I'm at. Going through that stage of my life, I never ever thought that I would come out the other side of it. I never thought that I could, I don't know whether it was a strength thing or a confidence thing or whatever. I just never ever imagined getting out of that rut, but I did. And I'm still here now. And I know I still have my boundaries, but when I look back, that sort of gives me confidence knowing that I can move forward. And I think I got to a level and I was just comfortable with it. And that's probably been the way for the last 3 years or something like that, where I've just been able to manage. I wouldn't say I was comfortable, although I just did. So forget that I said it. I'm not comfortable now, and that's why I still, you know, strive to better myself and to erase all boundaries, because that's the only way. That's freedom for me at the end of the day. When those boundaries are gone, when I no longer think before I act, that's probably the end game. That's the result. And that's where I'm heading. And you're with me, which is cool. And that's pretty much it. There's only so long a man can jabber on. I've got 99 problems, but my swag ain't one. I don't know. It's over. Cut. See you tomorrow.